O Z Y W O M B Podcast. I'm Shan.
I'm Aria.
Say Ari.
Abby.
Welcome to Cozy Womb Podcast. Let's go. Hey, this is Shan, mom of the girls. Thank you for checking in. If this is your first time at Cozy Womb Podcast, welcome. It's a very random but frequently posted show. Enjoy what you can when you can. It's for new parents. Y'all are very welcome. It's for second, third, or more time around parents too. And I did not forget those of you who aren't quite there yet, haven't had your first kid, but you're thinking about it and you're just curious on what it takes to go ahead and survive the kids that you may make. Cool. Since we're all here, let's get into today's episode. Parenting is already as hard as is. What if I told you there are like cheat sheets, not in the physical, but in the mental. Cheat sheets that you can basically get to the purpose of what you're doing with a shortcut and make sure your kid is safe. Let's go over some parenting hacks. All right, so first we have bath time. Bath time, my biggest fear with bath time is usually, are they going to flood my floors? Are they going to get in the shampoo and have suds all over everything? Are they going to put toys everywhere and I have to bend down and pick it up before I shower? Are they going to tear down my shower curtain? Are they going to pour water on the floor on purpose? It's a lot of things that goes into my fears of bath time. What you should do to make sure they don't hurt themselves or hit their heads on the pipe is cover the nozzle with one of those swimming noodles. Like if you cut a little piece of it and put it over it, if they do like hit their heads or brush past it, it won't hurt them as hard as it would be if it was just the bare pipe showing. The letters that you have in the tub, cool. It calms your kid. It keeps them relaxed. It keeps them entertained. But how do you clean them? Basically, you pack them up, put them, rinse them off, put them in a bucket of water. That includes a little bit of bleach, some alcohol, some rubbing alcohol, and you basically soap them in a little bit of soap and you just wash them and rinse them off and then let them dry. That's what I do to clean the letters, because if you think about it, it's in their clean water and then their dirty water, and then the next day it's in their clean water and their dirty water. I do the same thing for their rubber duckies, the same thing for their octopus toys that they have in the tub. Clean it. For safety for a baby, they have like the medium-sized laundry baskets. You can actually put the laundry basket, if it's clean, in the tub. Fill the tub up with a little bit of water. Not enough water for that baby to drown in, but no child should be left in the tub unattended. But at the same time, once they get a little bit older and they can sit up by themselves and they can stand up by themselves, you want to make sure they have enough water in there to actually play in and get clean in. But it does help if you put the baby in there and they have like a limited space to go. That way you know that they'll be safe. Another thing, tub mats are good for kids with very wet feet, because they really don't stay in the tub long enough for their feet to kind of like air dry, and they just get out and you have wet prints all over everything. Get the thin like towel tub mats. They sell them at Bed Bath & Beyond. They have them at Walmart. It's better than having like a thick rug and then you have to wait for it to dry. For shopping, car carts for entertainment, alcohol wipes to wipe down the cart, because they will put their mouths on it. They will play with the little seatbelt thing. And they will put their faces on the cart, and that's a lot of germs. You can trace your kid's feet on a piece of paper and measure it to get a better idea of what their shoe size is. or what is the shoe size that they need, instead of having to wait for somebody to measure them when they get to the store. Or especially if somebody asks you, hey, what's on your shoe size, or what's Ari's shoe size, you'll have it right off bat. Also, if you have a running child like Ari, she's 2 years old, she would run away from me, put her in the cart, buckle her in. And if you have a curious child, please buckle them in the cart, because it takes that one time for them to stand up and they just fall over, and then you have a whole accident and hopefully not a lawsuit. For playing, you go to tattoos.org. That's tattoos.org, and you can put in your phone number, or type in if you're lost and put in your number. That way when your kids go out to, like, let's say group field trips, or go to the park with you and the park is quite busy, they'll have that tattoo somewhere on their body, so somebody can figure out who they are and who they belong to and call you. Also, you can do a number bracelet. If you have girls and they like to wear bracelets and stuff, put your phone number on the bracelet. Or you can use a pack and play outside if you have a small baby and you're going to be doing stuff, maybe a cookout, maybe a birthday party, maybe they want to lie down and they still take naps. Get the pack and play. It has mesh on the sides, and cover the pack and play with a fitted sheet. That way no bugs could go in there. It's a smart idea. Also, detangling baby doll hair or Barbie hair. Use soap water to detangle it and brush it out, and it'll be like brand new. Also, playing wise, if you take your child to the beach, you can use a large fitted sheet and put the heavier things in the corner that won't topple down over the baby. That way that baby doesn't have to put sand all over their face, sand in their eyes, sand all over their bodies, especially if they don't like the water. It prevents all of that and it keeps it clean. And also, don't forget your umbrella and your sunscreen. Everybody at the beach needs sunscreen. People should really be wearing sunscreen every day, but please pay attention to what chemicals are in the sunscreen, because they're saying some of the sunscreens right now are causing some cancer for some people in the long run. For safety, use baking soda and water to go ahead and pull out splinters. I had no idea about this. Sounds crazy, but it works. For keeping furniture, you can turn a crib into a desk with a chalkboard bottom if you want to. I'm sure it's going to take a lot of tools, but I saw it and it looks cute. But I didn't buy a crib for either one of my kids because I felt like the pack and play did what it was supposed to do, and it was easier to move, and that's what I have now. And the other pack and play that I got for Aria, I sent it to my brother so he would have for his new baby. Use the pool noodle for door jams. Also, for a bed stopper, if your child is rolling off of the bed, which I had to deal with, you can use a pool noodle for it. For getting dressed, you can use puffy paint on the bottom of their socks for anti-slip so they don't fall when they're running through the house, because it doesn't matter how many times you say don't run, they're going to run. You could also use baking soda to soak up messes that are in rugs, that are on couches, that are in bed sheets. Use the baking soda to clean it up and then just brush it off once it's soaked up. Also, if your child spills any red juice or blue juice on your carpet, if they just did it, just run over, get the salt and sprinkle it up. The salt will soak up all of the coloring out of the carpet, but it has to be still wet. For traveling, have some in the car games that they can do sightseeing games, I Spy games. Make sure you have the window mesh from the sun, because I know Ari hates the sun shining on her. She hates wind, so she's the AC baby. Also, don't forget your summer visor to put in the window when you park. That way when you come in the car, it's not so hot and the seatbelts aren't so hot. Feeding, use an upside down straw in cups so they can't pull it out. Ari is always pulling out the straw out of her cup. Why? I don't know. But it's very annoying and it causes a big mess. Put the medicine dropper in the pacifier if that baby is giving you a hard time to take their medicine. They won't know the difference. Or what I do, I go ahead and I put Ari's medicine in her juice and she has no idea and she'll drink it that way. Because I hate fighting with kids. I also allow her to pick her own boogers because I hate trying to get my fingers in her nose or get a Q-tip to take out her boogers. I tell her to take it out herself and I just watch her and wipe off her finger. What else hacks do I have? That's about it for all I got. I know there's some other cute hacks out there that you could do. You could also paint puppy paint left and right in your kids' shoes so that way they know what foot to put it on. Because Anya's still having a hard time with her left and right shoe going on her feet in the right way. So those are my parenting hacks. We're surviving, y'all. You've made it this far. Keep going. These kids will not take you over. You can manage it. I believe in you guys. Bye. Thank you for still listening. Got any advice or just want to ask anything? You can reach me on IG at Cozy Womb Mama or at whoisshan.com, or you can email me at cozywombbmama@gmail.com. Thanks.